On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
A remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Dubious.
Having doubts or reservations, uncertain.
Examples:
Dubious credibility. Direct a dubious look. The evidence presented in court had a dubious origin, raising questions about its authenticity.
Claim.
To assert that something is true, to demand or request something as one's own, to lay legal or moral right to something. Noun, a demand or assertion of a right or something that one believes to be true.
Examples:
Claim responsibility. False claim. He wants to claim ownership of the abandoned property.
Conspiracy.
A secret agreement between two or more people to perform something harmful or illegal.
Examples:
Political conspiracy. Conspiracy theory. There was a conspiracy of silence about illegal police interrogation.
Muted.
Having a subdued or softened sound, color, or tone, restrained or understated in expression or style.
Examples:
Muted light. Muted sound. The toned down, muted colors in the living room gave it a cozy and relaxed feeling.
Warn.
To make someone aware of potential danger or difficulty, particularly one that may occur in the future.
Examples:
Warn a reckless driver. Warned me of the plan. I attempted to warn him, but he ignored me.
Inject.
To put a liquid such as a drug or other substance into a person's or an animal's body using a needle and syringe equals small tube.
Examples:
Inject under the skin. Inject a personal opinion into a debate. Let's try to inject a bit of enthusiasm into your performance.
Contaminate.
To make something impure, unclean, or poisonous by contact or mixture.
Examples:
Contaminate with a disease. Contaminate his ego. We strive not to contaminate the environment when demolishing petroleum plants.
Virus.
A tiny infectious organic material that causes disease in people, animals, and plants.
Examples:
Spread of the virus. A strain of virus. An infected person in the hospital will likely pass the virus to others.
Debunk.
To expose or dismiss as false, exaggerated, or worthless.
Examples:
Debunk an urban legend. Debunk theory. The myth was debunked by scientists who provided evidence to the contrary.
Rumor.
A piece of unverified information of uncertain origin that is spread by word of mouth.
Examples:
A false rumor. Rumor mill. There was a baseless rumor that the company was going bankrupt.
Zombie.
A dead body that has been brought back to life by a supernatural force, someone who acts or responds in a mechanical or apathetic way.
Examples:
Zombie bank. Zombie movie. If you don't get a good night's sleep, you will become a zombie at work.
Entirely.
Completely.
Examples:
Entirely satisfied with the meal. He was entirely to blame. Later, his claim was found to be entirely false.
Tempting.
Likely to attract or persuade someone to do something, especially something that may not be wise or safe.
Examples:
Tempting offer. Sound very tempting. The chocolate cake was too tempting for me to resist.
Tap.
To hit someone or something quickly, gently, and often repeatedly, to use existing resources, such as energy, knowledge, etc.
Examples:
Tap a new market. Tap keyboard with an index finger. To expand the company, we must tap new human resources.
Misinformation.
Information that is false or inaccurate, or the act of giving wrong information, especially deliberately.
Examples:
Misinformation about a vaccine. Combat misinformation on social media. The government called for caution against pseudoscientific misinformation about vaccines.
Vulnerable.
Capable of being hurt or influenced physically or mentally.
Examples:
A vulnerable bridge. Vulnerable parts of the body. Infants and pregnant women are particularly vulnerable.
Meme.
A cultural idea, value, or pattern of behavior that is passed from one generation to another by imitation rather than genetic means, as an internet meme, an image, a video, a piece of text, etc., that is remixed, copied, and circulated in a shared cultural experience online.
Examples:
Pronounce meme. Religious meme. This cute dog's photo spread around the world as an internet meme.
Encouraging.
Giving hope, confidence, or support, inspiring.
Examples:
Encouraging approval. Encouraging sign. The test results were encouraging and showed improvement.
Vaccinate.
To treat with a vaccine, usually by injection, to produce immunity against a disease.
Examples:
Vaccinate against scarlet fever. Vaccinate every year. The nurse vaccinated the children in the school.
Climate.
The weather in a particular location averaged over some long period.
Examples:
A cold climate. Effects of climate change. Climate and weather have an impact on every part of our lifestyles.
Hoax.
A deliberately fabricated deception, often intended to trick or mislead people into believing something that is not true, a practical joke or prank.
Examples:
Suspect a hoax. Hoax email. The newspaper article was revealed to be a hoax.
Platform.
The raised flat space close to the track at a train station where passengers get on or off the train. Technology, a computational or digital environment in which a piece of software is executed.
Examples:
An arrival platform. A digital platform for enterprise. The speaker mounted the platform and started to speak.
Endless.
Having no end or conclusion, infinitely very large in size or amount.
Examples:
Endless possibilities. Endless hours. He looked out the window at the endless stream of people.
Demonize.
To portray or represent someone or something as evil or wicked, often to create fear or hostility towards them.
Examples:
Demonize opponent. Demonize sugar. Some politicians try to demonize certain groups of people to gain political advantage.
Basis.
The most important facts, ideas, or events from which something is developed, the way how things are organized or arranged.
Examples:
On an equal basis. Basis for calculation. This evidence will form the basis for our discussion.
Religion.
A deep conviction in a supernatural power that controls human destiny.
Examples:
Religion sociology. Freedom of religion. Their religion strictly prohibits them from drinking or gambling.
Maintain.
To continue to uphold or sustain, to keep in a particular state or condition, to assert or declare something to be true.
Examples:
Maintain order. Maintain good health. I need to maintain my car regularly to prevent any major mechanical issues.
Core.
The most essential or fundamental part of something.
Examples:
The core of an apple. Core business activity. These gas nebulas are merely newborn galactic cores.
Disseminate.
To spread or distribute widely, especially information or ideas, to scatter or disperse.
Examples:
Disseminate propaganda. Disseminate knowledge. It is important to disseminate accurate information to the public to prevent false rumors from spreading.
Irreparable.
Not able to be repaired or fixed, beyond repair or remedy.
Examples:
Irreparable harm. Irreparable loss. Unfortunately, the damage to the car was irreparable, and it had to be scrapped.
Democracy.
A form of government in which the people have the authority to deliberate and decide legislation, or to choose governing officials to do so.
Examples:
Democracy advocate. Principles of democracy. Democracy often entails inclusive capitalism as well.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Well-being.
The state of being happy and healthy and prosperous.
Examples:
The well-being of a nation. A sense of well-being. We are responsible for the care and well-being of all our employees.
Currency.
A system of money in general use in a particular country.
Examples:
Currency exchange. Digital currency. The currency used in this country is the euro.
Deem.
To consider or decide something in a particular way.
Examples:
Deem socially responsible. Deem wrong or inappropriate. Regarding earthquakes, some commercial buildings were deemed unsafe.
Trustworthy.
Reliable and dependable.
Examples:
Trustworthy ally. Trustworthy source. People tend to believe trustworthy friends with their secrets.
Downright.
Especially of something bad, complete and absolute, utter, adverb, completely and absolutely.
Examples:
Downright nonsense. Downright impossible. It was a downright lie that he would attend the event.
Scroll.
A long roll of paper containing writing, verb, to move through text or graphics on a screen to view different parts of them.
Examples:
Roll up a scroll. Scroll through a document. The house owner loved the large hanging scroll in the guest room.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Horrible.
Extremely unpleasant or bad, causing fear or disgust.
Examples:
Horrible accident. Horrible smell. The experience was horrible and left a lasting impression.
Muddle.
To mix up or confuse something, to make a mess of something, to create disorder or chaos.
Examples:
Muddle the instructions. Muddle the situation. I accidentally muddled up the reports and need help to tell which.
Obsess.
To fill the mind of someone continually so that one can't think of anything else.
Examples:
Obsess over her weight. He is obsessed with the fear. He's utterly obsessed with his promotion.
Phrase.
A group of words that mean something specific when used together.
Examples:
Ready-made phrases. Noun phrase. We bought a Spanish phrase book.
Fake.
Not genuine, fraudulent, or counterfeit.
Examples:
Fake police officer. Spread of fake news. The Prime Minister was not well prepared for the debate and faked it.
Extraordinary.
Exceptional, unexpected, very unusual, surpassing the ordinary or usual.
Examples:
Extraordinary ability. Extraordinary weather. He narrated the extraordinary story of his adventure.
Unhelpful.
Not providing assistance or support, not contributing to the solution of a problem or the achievement of a goal.
Examples:
Unhelpful comments. Unhelpful for people. His unhelpful attitude made it difficult for the team to complete the project on time.
Propaganda.
Information, ideas, or claims spread to influence public opinion or promote a particular cause or ideology.
Examples:
Propaganda campaign. Self-serving propaganda. The government used propaganda pictures to spread its message of national unity.
Co-opt.
To elect or appoint someone as a member of a group or organization, to take over or appropriate something, often by force or without permission, to use someone or something for one's purposes or agenda.
Examples:
Co-opt members. Co-opt ideas. The company tried to co-opt competitors by offering them buyouts.
Politician.
A person who is a member of a government or lawmaking organization, especially as an elected member of parliament, etc.
Examples:
A politician in the ruling party. A corrupt politician. The politician lost his position in the end due to the scandal.
Independence.
Freedom from another's or others' control or influence.
Examples:
Financial independence. Independence ceremony. There is nothing more valuable than independence and freedom.
Masquerade.
A party, dance, or other festive gatherings of persons wearing masks and other disguises, or a costume worn on such an occasion, making a false outward show.
Examples:
Show up in a masquerade. Absurd masquerade. The masquerade party was lavish, with guests in elaborate costumes and masks.
Mislead.
To cause someone to believe something that is not true.
Examples:
Mislead him into trusting her. Mislead the enemy. Our troops pulled back to mislead the enemy.
Context.
The circumstances, facts, or conditions that surround a particular event, situation, or statement and that give it meaning.
Examples:
Historical context. Legal context. It's important to understand the context of a situation before making a decision.
Disinformation.
False or misleading information that is spread deliberately, usually with the intent to deceive or manipulate public opinion.
Examples:
Disinformation campaign. Disinformation warfare. The government is being criticized for spreading disinformation about the pandemic.
Kernel.
The central part or core of something, such as a seed or a computer operating system, a fundamental idea or principle.
Examples:
Kernel code. Kernel of truth. The kernel of an idea for a new book grew into a bestseller.
Tweet.
A short, high sound made by a small bird, a message sent using Twitter, the social media application.
Examples:
A chick's tweet. His latest tweets. We could hear the tweet of baby birds.
Circulate.
To move continuously or freely around a place or closed system.
Examples:
Circulate a rumor. Circulate an agenda before the meeting. The fan circulates the air in the room quickly.
Aftermath.
The consequences or results of a significant event, particularly a disaster or conflict, a period of time following a significant event.
Examples:
Financial aftermath. The aftermath of a crisis. The aftermath of the hurricane left the city in shambles.
Incident.
An event or occurrence, often unexpected or unplanned, something that happens.
Examples:
traffic incident, security incident. The incident at the airport caused a delay in my flight.
Genuine.
Real and exactly, not pretended, sincerely felt or expressed.
Examples:
a genuine article. Show genuine regret. Is this painting genuine or forged?
Photograph.
A picture or image that is produced by a camera, a visual representation or record of a person, object, or scene that has been captured electronically or on film.
Examples:
photograph album, photograph memories. I found an old photograph of my grandparents from their wedding day.
Afterward.
After the time mentioned.
Examples:
a few years afterward. Go there afterward. We will explain the countermeasure concerning this problem afterward.
Utterly.
Completely or absolutely.
Examples:
utterly changed. Utterly ignorant. We are utterly opposed to any form of terrorism.
Trauma.
An emotional wound or shock often has long-lasting effects caused by a highly upsetting or shocking experience.
Examples:
psychic trauma. Trauma care. Many civilians have suffered trauma as a result of the war.
Victim.
A person who has been harmed, injured, or otherwise negatively affected by a particular action, circumstance, or event.
Examples:
victim support. Victim compensation. The victim of the crime deserves justice and support to recover from the trauma.
Frame.
A strong border or structure of the wood, metal, etc. that surrounds something such as a picture, door, or window.
Examples:
a picture frame. The frame of the policy. The detective looked for fingerprints on the window frame.
Hashtag.
A word or phrase preceded by the symbol hashtag, used on social media websites and applications to identify messages on a specific topic.
Examples:
marked with a hashtag. Trending hashtag. Our brand's campaign uses a unique hashtag to track engagement and reach.
Gut.
The long tube in the body of a person or animal through which food passes when it leaves the stomach, the mental strength or bravery required to do something difficult or unpleasant.
Examples:
the blind gut. Gut feelings. He told me a gut-wrenching truth about my parents' death.
Reaction.
A response that reveals a person's feelings or attitude. In chemistry, a process in which one or more substances are changed into others.
Examples:
chemical reaction, trigger a reaction. There was a chemical reaction of the lime with the groundwater.
Emotional.
Relating to people's feelings.
Examples:
emotional health, emotional distress. Human emotional responses vary widely depending on the society to which they belong.
Uncomfortable.
Providing or feeling physical discomfort or slight pain.
Examples:
an uncomfortable silence. With an uncomfortable face. His abusive words made me uncomfortable.
Clear-cut.
Defined or delimited sharply and distinctly, easily seen or understood, without ambiguity or confusion.
Examples:
clear-cut evidence, clear-cut definition. The clear-cut instructions made the task simple and easy to follow.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly or extremely.
Examples:
incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Decision.
The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples:
decision authority. A selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between two job offers.
Outright.
Completely, and without reservation, without any attempt at concealment.
Examples:
impose an outright ban. Outright lie. He made an outright donation of $1,000 to the charity.
Censorship.
The act or process of suppression or restriction of any portions of books, films, news, etc. that are judged obscene, politically unacceptable, or a threat to security.
Examples:
clear censorship by the Education Ministry. Form of censorship. Newspapers were subjected to censorship a few days later.
Lone.
Solitary or single.
Examples:
a lone flight. A lone house in the field. The lone traveler walked along the deserted road.
Coordinated.
Effectively arranged or organized so that all the parts work smoothly or systematically together.
Examples:
in a coordinated manner. Coordinated robot system. For greater efficiency, our efforts must be better coordinated.
Sow.
To plant or scatter seed, especially in the ground, to establish or set in motion.
Examples:
sow a seed of doubt. sow a lot of confusion. The farmer sowed the seeds in the field, hoping for a good harvest.
Discord.
Lack of agreement or harmony between people or things, a disagreement or dispute, a harsh, unpleasant sound or noise.
Examples:
In discord with my friend. Discord between team members. Political discord has led to a lot of tension at family gatherings lately.
Intelligence.
The ability to learn, comprehend, or make judgments or conclusions based on reasons.
Examples:
An intelligence test. Field of artificial intelligence. In terms of intelligence, he was head and shoulders above his classmates.
AI.
Abbreviation for artificial intelligence, the theory and development of computer systems capable of doing activities that would ordinarily need human intelligence, such as object recognition, speech recognition, decision-making, and language translation.
Examples:
AI expert. Apply AI technology to art. The evolution of processors has dramatically improved the performance of AI.
Interlocking.
Fitting or locking together in a way that makes a continuous and secure whole.
Examples:
Interlocking braid. Interlocking mechanism. The interlocking puzzle pieces were difficult to separate.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Algorithm.
A set of rules or rigorous instructions typically used to solve a specific problem or to perform a computation.
Examples:
The RSA algorithm. Algorithm for image processing. We can evaluate the performance of an algorithm in terms of computation time.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
Environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Reward.
A thing given in acknowledgement of service, hard work, achievement, etc.
Examples:
The reward for good works. Shopping rewards cards. Night fishing has a lot of rewards.
Oversimplify.
To describe or explain something in a way that is too simple and no longer holds true.
Examples:
Oversimplify the problem. Oversimplify a complex reality. People may oversimplify natural phenomena due to the improved accessibility of knowledge.
Narrative.
A story or a description of a series of events or process of telling a story.
Examples:
Narrative poetry. Personal narrative. The narrative handles multiple plot lines and has unpredictable ends.
Conspirator.
A person who is involved in a conspiracy equals a secret agreement between two or more people to perform something, especially to commit a crime or an illegal act.
Examples:
Unmask a conspirator. Co-conspirator. The police arrested several conspirators involved in the plot to overthrow the government.
Explanation.
The information or arguments that someone provides to make something understandable or clear.
Examples:
The explanation for the failure. Detailed explanation. The following explanation is currently being used to explain the phenomenon in question.
Demon.
An evil spirit, supernatural being or entity often depicted as malevolent or harmful.
Examples:
Demon hunter. Cast demon eyes. The actor's portrayal of the demon in the horror movie was terrifying.
Attach.
To fasten, join, or connect one thing to another.
Examples:
Attach firmly. Attach a file to an email. He does not attach importance to these rumors.
Skew.
To turn or place at an angle, to make biased or distorted with the result that it is not accurate, fair, normal, etc.
Examples:
Skew the message. Skew social values. The results of the poll are skewed because it only surveyed a small group of people.
Emotion.
A strong feeling such as love, anger, etc., deriving from one's situation, mood, or relationships with others.
Examples:
Control my emotion. Afraid to show emotion. Some emotions are common across cultures and backgrounds.
Abuse.
The use of something in an incorrect or harmful manner.
Examples:
The problem of drug abuse. Victim of sexual abuse. Our company has an audit team that monitors directors for abuse of authority.
Imagery.
The use of words or pictures in books, photographs, paintings, etc., that produces pictures in the minds of people, the ability to form mental images of things or events.
Examples:
Visual imagery. Satellite imagery. This movie is famous for its romantic imagery.
Incite.
To encourage, stir up, or provoke someone to do something, to urge, instigate, or stimulate someone to take action, often negative or aggressive.
Examples:
Incite violence. Incite rebellion. The politician's speech seemed designed to incite anger and unrest among the crowd.
Violent.
Involving or caused by physical force or aggression against someone or something.
Examples:
Victim of a violent crime. Violent incident. The protesters became violent when the police tried to disperse them.
Problematic.
Full of difficulties, difficult to deal with or solve.
Examples:
A problematic situation. Seems to be highly problematic. Direct democracy is effective in quickly resolving problematic situations within a community.
Definition:
A concise explanation of the meaning of a word, phrase, or symbol.
Examples:
A precise definition. The definition of a word. Parallel lines are, by definition, lines on the same plane that never cross.
Regulation.
An official rule made and maintained by a government or some other authority, the act of controlling or directing something according to a rule.
Examples:
A company regulation. Regulation by the government. The regulation approved by Congress was perfunctorily implemented.
Moderate.
Being within reasonable limits, not excessive or extreme.
Examples:
Moderate growth. Moderate risk. He had a moderate understanding of the topic but needed further research.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Roll.
To move in a particular direction by turning over and over or from side to side.
Examples:
Roll a ball. Roll down his cheeks. He was exhausted and rolled into bed as soon as he got home.
Hasty.
Done or acting with excessive speed or urgency and without sufficient thought or consideration.
Examples:
A hasty temper. Hasty commitment. The hasty conclusion drawn by the researchers resulted in flawed study findings.
Policy.
A set of rules, guidelines, principles, or procedures that govern decision-making or action, often used in the context of business or government, A course of action or plan of action adopted or followed by an organization or individual to achieve a goal or objective.
Examples:
Health policy, foreign policy. The company's new policy on remote work has made it a more inclusive workplace.
Trigger.
To make something happen suddenly, to cause something such as a device, machine, etc., to function.
Examples:
Trigger a biochemical response. Trigger inflation. The incident triggered a political controversy.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Upload.
To transfer digital data or files from a local computer or device to a remote server or network, the act of transferring such data or files.
Examples:
Upload files. Upload documents to the portal. I need to upload these pictures to my computer to edit them.
Mechanism.
A part of a machine, or a set of parts that performs a task, a natural or established process that occurs during a specific situation or reaction.
Examples:
The mechanism for DNA replication. Defense mechanism. He discovered unique mechanisms for photochemical reactions.
Ecosystem.
All the plants and living creatures in an area and the way they affect each other and the environment.
Examples:
Marine ecosystem. Change the ecosystem. Human conservation efforts often fail unexpectedly because they disturb the balance of the ecosystem.
Blame.
To think or say that someone or something did something wrong or is responsible for something bad.
Examples:
Blame circumstances for the failure. Blame the lack of knowledge. We blamed our impeded progress on lack of money.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
A mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Elect.
To choose someone for a specific position by voting for them, to decide or choose to do something.
Examples:
Elect the school board. Elect death. Every 5 years, the provincial governors are elected.
Amplify.
To enhance something, particularly sound or brightness.
Examples:
Amplify a signal. Amplify the effect. You might need to amplify this point.
Mindless.
Lacking in awareness, thought, or attention, done without thinking or consideration, pointless or empty-headed.
Examples:
Mindless task. Mindless entertainment. Mindless scrolling on social media can be a time waster.
Divisive.
Tending to cause disagreement or hostility between people.
Examples:
Divisive question. Suppress divisive arguments. The proposed policy has been met with divisive reactions from the public.
Pollution.
The introduction of harmful substances or waste into the natural environment that causes adverse change.
Examples:
Environmental pollution. High levels of air pollution. The pollution is endangering the local plants and animals.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
Massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Corporation.
A large company or group of companies that are controlled together by law as a single unit.
Examples:
A public corporation. Corporation assets. 4 companies were amalgamated into a single corporation.
Intervention.
The action or process of being done to improve or help a circumstance, often they have not been asked to do so.
Examples:
Intervention by foreign powers. Surgical intervention. This intervention does not require the patient's consent.
Transparency.
The condition or quality of being easy to see through.
Examples:
Lack of transparency. Transparency during the trials. The main discussion topic is government transparency.
Verify.
To check that something exists or is true, or to prove that something is correct.
Examples:
Verify a document. Verify identity. We always verify all critical information independently.
Journalist.
A person who collects and writes news stories or articles for newspapers, magazines, radio, television, or other online media.
Examples:
A China-based journalist. Journalist on a magazine. Foreign TV crews and journalists can go as they please in various locations during the Olympics.
Undertake.
To do or begin to do something, such as an enterprise or responsibility.
Examples:
Undertake an enterprise. Undertake routine duties. Young people in this country should undertake military duties.
Investigation.
The act or process of thoroughly examining a crime, problem, statement, etc., to uncover the truth.
Examples:
A preliminary investigation. The scope of an investigation. We have never before conducted a legitimate investigation.
Bias.
A strong feeling in favor of or against one group of people, an idea, or thing, often not based on fair judgment.
Examples:
Bias against a big company. Have a bias towards socialism. She researched gender bias in politics.
Guideline.
A general rule or principle that provides guidance to appropriate behavior, a piece of advice or instructions that tell you how something should be done or what something should be.
Examples:
An education guideline. Guideline for clinical trial. This book will be a practical guideline when coding.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Lawmaker.
A politician or legislator who is responsible for making and changing laws.
Examples:
Female lawmaker. Incumbent lawmaker. This company has increased political contributions to federal lawmakers.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
Struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Infrastructure.
The basic systems, services, or features that are necessary for an organization or country, such as transport and power supplies.
Examples:
IT infrastructure. Infrastructure cost. Aging societies tend to require huge costs for infrastructure maintenance.
Inspiration.
Something that motivates or encourages someone to create or achieve something, or a feeling of excitement or creativity.
Examples:
Source of inspiration. Get inspiration from nature. He found inspiration in the works of his favorite authors.
Demonstrate.
To display something or give an exhibition to an interested audience.
Examples:
Demonstrate a difference. Demonstrate mastery. How can you demonstrate that the Earth is a sphere?
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Outlook.
The likely future situation for someone or something, a habitual or characteristic mental attitude to life and the world of a particular person, group, or culture.
Examples:
The outlook of the town site. A positive outlook on life. Our company's business outlook for next year is bright.
Wisdom.
The quality of being wise, or the ability to use your knowledge and experience to make sensible decisions.
Examples:
A fountain of wisdom. Wisdom literature. The community greatly respected and sought after the older adult's wisdom.
Underrepresented.
Not adequately or proportionally represented, often in terms of a particular group, population, or perspective being excluded or marginalized.
Examples:
Feel underrepresented. Underrepresented data. Underrepresented communities need more support and resources to achieve equity.
Insight.
The ability to gain an accurate and deep understanding of people or situations, an accurate and deep understanding of what something is like.
Examples:
A profound insight. Share my insights. We gained various insights by analyzing the vast amount of data owned by the company.
Moderation.
The state or quality of being moderate, balanced, or restrained, especially in one's behavior, habits, or thinking, avoiding excess or extremes.
Examples:
Excessive moderation. Moderation in all things. Overindulging in sweets can lead to health problems, but enjoying them in moderation may be acceptable.
Recommendation.
An official suggestion that something is good or suitable for a particular purpose or job.
Examples:
Follow his recommendations. A letter of recommendation. We made a recommendation to the client.
Examine.
To study or consider a person or object attentively and thoroughly to learn something about them.
Examples:
Examine the data studiously. Examine the issue. Initially, we must examine all project-related expenses.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Repository.
A place where things are stored in large quantities and can be found.
Examples:
Wine repository. Repository of useful knowledge. The ocean is a rich repository of natural resources.
Anonymous.
Having no known name, identity, or known source.
Examples:
Anonymous letter. Anonymous house. She received several anonymous calls.
Privacy.
Someone's right to keep their personal matters and relationships not watched or interrupted by other people.
Examples:
Privacy abuse. Trespass on a person's privacy. This conduct would be an invasion of privacy.
Ethics.
A branch of philosophy that considers what is morally right and wrong conduct, a set of beliefs about what is morally right and wrong.
Examples:
Political ethics. Ethics of journalism. This scripture provides the code of ethics for the religion.
Donate.
To give money, food, clothes, etc. to help a person or organization.
Examples:
Donate to charity. Donate blood to the Red Cross. Our company donates to the school endowment fund every year.
Attitude.
The way you think and feel about someone or something.
Examples:
Attitude toward mistakes. Attitude control. She had the attitude that work was fun.
Dot.
A very small circular mark, especially one that is printed.
Examples:
Connecting the dots. Dot blot method. The wallpaper had a pattern of pink dots on a white surface.
Sector.
A distinct part or division of something often used to refer to a segment of an economy or industry, an area or field of work or activity.
Examples:
Industrial sector. Private sector. The technology sector is constantly evolving and innovating.
Non-profit.
Not established for commercial profit.
Examples:
A non-profit organization. Non-profit agency. Our law firm also focuses on nonprofit activities.
Startup.
A newly established company or business.
Examples.
Startup business. Early stage startup. Our company's services are targeted at startup executives.
Academic.
Associated with schools, colleges, and universities, especially studying and thinking, not with practical skills.
Examples.
Academic probation. An academic discussion. An excellent historian must possess an academic mentality.
Indicator.
Something that shows or points out what a situation is like or how a situation is changing.
Examples.
Indicator lamp. Performance indicators. Several IT millionaires have shown that the level of education is a relatively poor indicator of whether a business can be successfully run.
Credible.
Capable of being trusted or believed.
Examples.
Credible source. A credible story. They didn't have any credible evidence of his innocence.
Draft.
A preliminary version of something that is not yet in its final form.
Examples.
A working draft. Write the first draft. During debates in the legislature, the draft of the law caused a lot of controversies.
Normally.
Usually, under normal conditions.
Examples.
Complete normally. Not normally drink much. I don't normally take a vacation in the middle of summer.
Competitive.
Involving competition or competitiveness.
Examples.
A competitive price. Competitive position. The mobile application industry is a competitive one.
Investigate.
To conduct a systematic or formal inquiry to identify and evaluate the facts of a crime, problem, statement, etc., to establish the truth.
Examples.
Investigate the matter. Investigate a data leak. The committee investigated several apparent inconsistencies.
Collaborate.
To work with someone else to produce or achieve something.
Examples.
Collaborate with the police. Collaborate on a press release. She agreed to collaborate with him in creating new artwork.
Software.
A set of computer programs and associated documentation and data for doing particular computational jobs.
Examples.
Software architect. Copyrighted software. The company specializes in both hardware and software.
Architect.
A person whose job is to design plans to be used in making something, such as buildings.
Examples:
Landscape architect. Architect of the peace accord. The building architect tried to build the house above the tree.
Underlie.
To be the support, basis, hidden cause of something, to be located under or below.
Examples:
Underlie the theory of the Big Bang. Underlie the current economic deadlock. His bitter experiences underlie his moral principles.
Judge.
A person who makes decisions in a court of law. Verb, to determine the result of or form a critical opinion of something.
Examples:
Judge a competition. An associate judge. The strict judge ruled in favor of the plaintiff in the case.
Educator.
A person who teaches or educates people.
Examples:
Business educator. Duty as an educator. She is an educator with progressive ideas.
Technique.
A particular way or art of doing something that needs skill.
Examples:
A technique in martial arts. The technique applied to construction. Jockey's superior technique brought him victory.
Critic.
Someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples:
Art critic. Severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics.
Consume.
To spend something, especially fuel, energy, or time, in a large amount.
Examples:
Consume a large of alcohol. Consume electricity. A smaller car will consume less fuel.
Silo.
A tall, cylindrical structure, usually made of concrete or steel, that is used for storing grain, feed, or other dry materials, a system or structure that is isolated or separate from others.
Examples:
Nuclear silo. Silo organization. The farmer used a silo to store feed for the animals.
Woe.
Significant problems or troubles, great unhappiness.
Examples:
Economic woe. Full of woe. Recurrent financial woes hampered his subsequent career.
Underfunded.
Having insufficient funds to support or carry out an enterprise.
Examples:
Severely underfunded. Underfunded programs. The healthcare system is underfunded, and patients are not receiving the needed treatment.
Disjointed.
Lacking coherence or connectivity, not flowing smoothly or logically, disconnected or fragmented.
Examples:
disjointed speech, disjointed narrative. The disjointed plot of the movie left many viewers needing clarification and satisfaction.
Locate.
To specify or determine the exact position of someone or something.
Examples:
locate a missing pet, locate a tumor. The robot can accurately locate construction material.
Tackle.
To try to deal with a complex problem or situation.
Examples:
tackle the issue, help tackle climate change. The government is determined to tackle sharp inflation.
Perspective.
A certain attitude towards something, a particular style of thinking about something.
Examples:
a perspective view, perspective of the battle. His father's death changed his whole perspective on life.
Ambitious.
Having a great desire to attain achievement, power, or wealth.
Examples:
achieve ambitious goals. With an ambitious eye. Their company has been in business for a short time, but has ambitious goals.
Rebuild.
To build again or anew.
Examples:
rebuild a company. Rebuild communities. They are planning to rebuild the house after the fire.